Before we begin, congratulations are in order because it is truly heartwarming to see people such as Tom Gilmore on the FriendlyJordies Facebook page literally demanding to learn more of Yilmaz's historical triumphs. And that whether the UN recognises him, that we all know that he is the eighth wonder of the world, and it is even an insult to his legacy to compare him to the pyramids of Egypt.
Well, I'm in the exact geographical center of the Earth's landmass.
So what? It's not the center of the universe like Yilmaz is, and I have concrete evidence of this, found in the way that he was introduced to Year 7. This is the God's honest truth about how 75% of us discovered Yilmaz's existence. Exhibit A for why he's a divine gift. We were all invited to attend the first Year 7 play of the year, which consisted of a 12-year-old Norwegian boy in a theatrical bear mask ascending to heaven while this beautiful angelic voice from the right sang, "Fly away, oh fly away, up into the night." The stage was completely black apart from the bear, and everyone was whispering about this phenomenal female voice.
Who is that woman singing?
The person next to me stating, quote,
She sounds like an angel.
and right at that moment the lights come up so the band could take a bow. The beautiful female voice was Yilmaz.
Surprise stage!
Everyone in the theatre, so that's 150 of his own peers, burst into laughter. The teacher desperately tried to silence us.
Oh, why the fuck are you laughing, you dumb cuss? What's so funny?
And because the state of the room was total hilarity, even Yilmaz was starting to crack up while simultaneously really trying not to and continuing to flip us the bird.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! It's not funny! It's not funny, bro!
And so, the adventures of Yilmaz begin. Broken promises, waddling,
And you're getting away. Oh no, boys, I fell down putting on the turbo!
Most of his historical feats in some way revolve around music, which he was very good at in an R&B meets traditional Turkish music way. In fact, he used to always bring in a goblet drum to pretty much every class that he went into, which added to his Turkishness by about 1,000-fold.
You remind me of a girl that I once knew.
Fun fact, Yilmaz used to sing Usher and Craig David songs at Turkish weddings, despite being specifically asked not to. One time in class he says to me,
Wait, Jordan, man, Jordan, please, you gotta listen to this, bro.
and at that moment, despite the fact that the class was being unusually rowdy, 100% of my attention was focused on Yilmaz. It was as if everything faded into black except for this imaginary spotlight which appeared over Yilmaz's head as he sang.
Everybody's trying to get by, trying to figure out what to do with their lives. But the Turks aren't concerned, and you just have to learn that the Turks are only concerned with one thing. Sex, sex, money, money, power. Sex, sex, money, money, power.
And I know that we're at the very bottom maths class, but for him to state that Turks only cared about one thing and then in the very next sentence mentioned 3, despite the fact that he was penning down the song the entire class.
This is gonna be sick.
You've got to say it's an accomplishment. Now, because this class was the lowest of the low, it was filled with drop kicks, and I can say that because I was in there as well. I remember being entranced by Yilmaz, who was essentially controlling my body, placing me under a fit of laughter.
How good is it?
But in the corner of my eye, I saw 2 kids in front of us physically fighting each other over what turned out to be an argument sprouting over whose turn it was on a mobile phone game. And one of them was a woman. I remember them screaming at each other. Piss off, Sydney, you fat bitch! Fuck off, Morgan, it's mine! But I stopped thinking about that very quickly because it soon became a bodily emergency. I was laughing so much that it felt like Scotty was inside my ribs, telling my brain,
She won't on, Captain. She cannot take him out.
I was on emergency procedure. I was scanning the room for why the teacher had to put an end to the madness, and then I spotted it in the far corner. It was because the teacher was fishing paper out of the bin.
Yilmaz!
And the best part is, despite the fact that there was a unisex fight happening just a few meters away, Yilmaz was the one to receive the teacher's wrath. Get out! To which Yilmaz, who after drumming for a few minutes was possessed by the spirit of music, got up and sang out,
Is it because I'm Muslim?
That, I swear to you, was the first time he ever used that defense. The teacher then yells over the top of him, "Go to the principal's office!"
You didn't say which principal, bros. I could go to the primary school principal. Yilmaz!
Thank you so much for watching this vital piece of Australian history that should be taught in our classes, along with Ned Kelly and this guy that spat in class once and said,
Go to the principal, mate.
Why?
Because you just spat in my class.
Where's the DNA proof, Stitch?
it was there on the ground next to him, DNA as it spit.
Please press the subscribe button now. Come on.